9 News Plus weather, sponsored by Carrier Colorado. The future of home comfort is
Hey
here.
everyone, 9 News meteorologist Greg Perez here with an update to the forecast. On a very hot Monday afternoon, temperatures already in the middle to upper 90s throughout the Denver metro area and beyond. And of course, we're only going to warm up a little bit more from here. So if you do plan on going outdoors, I've said it before and I'll say it again, drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, and take frequent breaks inside. You're certainly going to need to do that. Let's take a live look at what's going out over Lookout Mountain near Golden. It's a nice day, especially if you love hot weather. A few clouds out there. Same thing goes as we're taking a live look over the Flatirons. Yeah, it's just a hot day overall. Not a whole lot else to talk about there. But I do want to discuss real quick the amount of heat advisories, heat warnings, and watches that we have throughout the entire United States. Look at what's going on in Texas. Texas, basically all of Texas except for 2 counties are under either heat advisory or heat watch or a heat warning. So it just goes to show you how widespread this high pressure system of hot air is really doing on at least the southwestern and south central portion of the United States. This, of course, bleeds all the way north through portions of northern Utah and northern Nevada, all under heat warnings, heat watches, and heat advisories. A little bit closer to home here, a heat advisory remains in effect. That lasts up until 8 o'clock tonight for temperatures in the upper 90s and even into the 100s. And right now, we're already in the middle 90s. But if you think that's hot, let's take a quick look at what's going on down south. Pueblo, 101 degrees. Lamar, nearing 100 degrees. Middle 90s in Lyman. Denver, we finally reached 95 degrees, and that is for the first time this year at DIA. High temperatures for today in the upper 90s, nearing 100 degrees when it's all said and done. Not 100% sure if we're going to make it to 100 degrees at DIA, but we're certainly going to be close. We would just need a quick spike in those temperatures right now. Otherwise, 80s and 90s into the high country, hundreds out towards the west of Rangeley and Grand Junction. Certainly putting on a show as far as the heat for today. HD Doppler radar not showing a whole lot, very quiet for right now. From the morning hours into the afternoon, we were expecting an isolated shower or two, and say between 5 and 6 o'clock that's going to be happening in the high country. Another round of isolated showers out towards Sterling and Wright, but that's the far eastern plains. Denver metro area today is going to be completely dry. We're also dry for tomorrow, with one exception being an isolated storm or two. Once again, nothing crazy. Most of us are going to stay dry tomorrow. And tomorrow's also going to feature hot temperatures yet again, middle 90s in Denver, 70s and 80s into the high country, hundreds out towards the west near Grand Junction, and a very hot spot down towards southeastern Colorado, 104 degrees in Pueblo, all over 100 degrees for Pueblo, Lamar, Springfield, and Trinidad. So you see that hot pocket of air that's really going to do a number down towards southeastern Colorado. But let's take a look at what's going to be happening in the future, because we have a 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, especially for western Colorado, that spells more hot air on the way. You see that in the northern mountains. You see that all the way out towards the west near the western slope. Cortez, Grand Junction, Durango, all expecting above average temperatures. Same thing goes as you bleed on over into the high country and push into the Denver metro area and out towards the eastern plains. But if you take a look at this map right here, the highest chance for above average temperatures is out towards the western slope and the northern mountains. Now you combine this 6 to 10 day temperature outlook with the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, and look at where the dry air is going to be, mainly to the north and west, the northern mountains, through portions of Steamboat Springs, out towards the west, near Durango as well, and of course as you're getting into Grand Junction too. So what does this really mean for the western slope is that it's going to be dry and very hot over the next 6 to 10 days, and that in turn could bring higher fire danger or increase in fire danger. I would not be too shocked if we had more fire weather warnings, red flag warnings, or fire weather watches in the very near future too, because they're already dry as it is. You combine that with increased temperatures and of course decreased precipitation, and that could spell an increased fire danger as we head into next week, especially early next week with temperatures back in the 90s. 95 degrees tomorrow, 89 on Wednesday, and then a cold front pushes through. Temperatures sink back down into the lower 80s on Thursday and Friday. If you're looking for indoors days or an indoor day, Thursday's most likely the time for you. Lower 80s on Friday, chance of storm 40%, and then an isolated storm or two Saturday and Sunday. Back to reality as we wrap up the weekend and head into next week with high temperatures back in the lower 90s. So while it is a busier weather day because of the heat, it's also one of those days where there's going to be plenty of sunshine. The sunshine's going to be sticking around, not a whole lot going on there. The winds are going to be very light coming out of the southwest overnight. Temperatures sinking down this evening into the 60s, and then tomorrow we're going to be back in the 90s yet again. But remember, big changes coming our way for the second half of this week. If there's any day where severe thunderstorms really could pop, it's most likely Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening, as temperatures are going to be on the cooler side, but there's certainly going to be an increased moisture moving into the region on Thursday afternoon. And not only that, the shear is also going to be increased as well. Remember, that's a change in wind speed and direction with height, so that's also going to cause increased instability as we head into Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. Otherwise, have a great rest of your Monday. Enjoy today. If you want to get outside, make sure to do so, but also do so safely. Plenty of sunscreen, drink water, stay hydrated, and take frequent breaks indoors. All right, everyone, that'll do it for me. Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin is right behind me. What are you working on, Kathy? She's working on
training thing.
Yeah, a little training thing, that's what we'll say. She's going to be working for you for the 4 and 5 o'clock. Meteorologist Danielle Grant will be back for the 6, 9, and 10 o'clock show. Make sure to join them. Of course, if you're unable to do so, you can always download the 9 News Plus app for the latest news, weather, and sports, or go to 9news.com, I should say, /weather for the very latest forecast. Have a great rest of your Monday, everyone. Stay safe and stay hydrated.